This video is about remediation for scatterplots and reading graphs. You need to have a pencil, your folder, and the remediation packet. Okay, what will you learn in this video? You will learn vocabulary x-axis, y-axis, quadrants 1, 2, 3, and 4, origin, point, trend, correlations, positive, negative, and no correlation, independent variable, dependent variable. You will learn to label a graph with vocabulary. You will learn to identify different types of correlations. You will learn to identify the 4 quadrants. You will learn to identify independent and dependent variables of a table or graph. And you will learn to draw points on a graph. First, we're going to do vocabulary part 1. Please copy the notes in your remediation packet. So first, we have the x-axis. It is this entire line right here. Ese es el eje de X. This is the y-axis. Okay, positive y is up, negative y is down. Positive x is to the right, negative x is to the left. So positivo y está arriba, negativo y está abajo, positivo x está a derecha y negativo x está a izquierda. Next, we have the origin. The origin is the middle of the graph. It's 0, 0. Next, we have the 4 quadrants. So this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So this means 1, this means 2, this means 3, and this means 4. So este símbolo significa 1, 2, 3 y 4. Los 4 partes, cuadrantes en la gráfica. Alright, that's vocabulary part 1. Vocabulary part 2 is the 3 types of correlation. So hay 3 tipos de correlación. So the first type is positive. The second type is negative. And the last type is no correlation. Vocabulary part 3 is about independent variables, and dependent variables. Independent is the letter X, dependent is the letter Y. So, on number 1, we have a graph. So aquí tenemos una gráfica. This is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. So the independent variable is weight, and dependent variable is cost. So aquí tenemos una gráfica y el eje de X es el variable independiente. El eje de Y aquí es el variable dependiente. Okay, in number 2, we have a table. This is x, this is y. So the first column is an independent variable because independent is x. On the right column, y, this is the dependent variable because it's y. So la primera columna es x, entonces ese significa es la variable de independiente. Y la segunda columna es y, entonces ese significa es la variable dependiente. In example 3, it's the same. X is workers, y is minutes. So workers is the independent variable and minutes is the dependent variable. So otra vez en ejemplo número 3 tenemos otra tabla pero es horizontal. Workers es la letra X, entonces esa es la variable independiente. La otra es minutos y este significa la letra Y, entonces es variable dependiente. Next, we are going to practice identifying the 4 quadrants. So necesitamos practicar identificando los 4 cuadrantes. So this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, and this is quadrant 4. Now let's practice the questions. So, hay 4 cuadrantes, 1, 2, 3 y 4, y ahora podemos practicar las preguntas. How many significa cuántos. Points significa puntos. Okay? So, how many points are in quadrant 1? This is quadrant 1 right here. So, how many points do we have? 1, 2. We have 2 points in quadrant 1. So la pregunta dice cuántos puntos tenemos en cuadrante 1. Y aquí tenemos punto C y punto I. Entonces tenemos 2 puntos en este cuadrante. How many points are in quadrant 2? I'm going to use a different color. In quadrant 2, we have 1, 2. We have 2 points in quadrant 2. Entonces la misma pregunta, pero sobre cuadrante 2. Tenemos 2 puntos, punto H y punto J. So tenemos 2 puntos. All right, the next quadrant. Quadrant 3. How many points do we have? 1, 2. We have 2 points in quadrant 3. So en cuadrante 3 tenemos 2 puntos, punto L y punto D. All right, and in the last one, quadrant 4, how many points do we have? 1, 2. We have point B and point K. So ¿cuántos puntos tenemos en cuadrante 2? Tenemos 2 puntos, punto B y punto K. Okay, but what about point G, A, E, and F? Pero ¿qué pasó con los puntos G, A, E, y F? So that is the next question. So the next question says how many points are on the y-axis. This is the y-axis. We have 1, 2. On the y-axis, we have 2 points. Point A and point F. What about on the x-axis? We have 1, 2. ¿Y qué pasó con el eje de X? ¿Cuántos puntos tenemos? Tenemos 2, punto G y punto E. So again, we have 2 points. We have point G and E. The last part of this video is drawing points on a graph. This is only 1 point. Ese solo es un punto. There are 2 numbers, but it's only 1 point. So aquí tenemos 2 números, pero este solo es un punto en la gráfica. So we are going to practice drawing the 4 points. 3 is x, 5 is y. Negative 2 is x, 4 is y. Negative 1 is x, negative 3 is y. 7 is x, negative 5 is y. So for the first point, first we need to label the graph. That means we need to write the name. So el primer paso es necesitamos escribir los nombres de las partes de la gráfica. So this is positive x, negative x, positive y, negative y. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? This is how you write the numbers. You need to write the numbers on each line. No puedes escribir los números en los cuadros. Este no. Do not do it like this. That is bad. Está malo. Okay, it has to be on this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the same here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. Again, we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. Now we can practice drawing the points. So ahora después de este podemos practicar dibujando los puntos. So the first point is positive 3 on x and positive 5. Okay? So that means we have 5 is here and 3 is here. So the point is here. So tú puedes usar el color amarillo, dibujar la línea de 5, la línea de 3, pero el punto está en la intersección de los dos. So you can use yellow to find the line for 5 and yellow to find the line for 3. The intersection is where the point is. Negative 2, 4 is negative 2 and positive 4. So the intersection is here. All right, the next one we're going to do green. That is negative 1 and negative 3. That means that the point is here. Our last point is positive 7, negative 5. So we're going to go to positive 7 and negative 5. That means the point is here. So, busca para 7 en X y negativo 5 en Y. Y este es el punto. Now, before you do the retake, you need to practice. So, please open Canvas. Then you're going to click Target Quizzes. And then you're going to click Scatterplots and Reading Graphs to practice before you do the retake. Good luck!